Welcome to the Blue Chip Scouting live stream here on YouTube. It's Jared Feinberg and Nick Price of BlueChipScouting.com. Nick, how you doing today?
I'm doing good, man. I'm ready to, do another mock draft. The Bills don't have too many glaring needs, so this shouldn't be that difficult. So I'm just ready to get going.
Andrew and Mike and also you guys have been doing a couple mock drafts over the past couple of days. So today we're going to be doing two mock drafts. Now, this is a separate live stream for the two mock drafts that we're doing today. Andrew and I believe Mike will be doing the live stream later tonight, and then we're doing the live stream right now for the Buffalo Bills. They have the Green Bay Packers. So we're going to enjoy doing this little mock draft, and let me get the mock draft up and ready to go. Here we are. So, Nick, let me ask you this. Do you want to go ahead or, would you think about trading up if you're the Bills? Would you risk it?
Depends on how
in
far
this area, more
in the teens, early 20s.
Like in this area.
Depends on who's there. They kind of need another young corner to go along with Tre'Davious White. Because you really can't rely too much on Josh Norman long term. So if say for instance Caleb Farley or hell even J.C. Horner still there, then yes, I would entertain it.
Where would you want to stop before we get to the Bills pick?
Farther stuff I'd go, perhaps about 18.
All right, let's see if I can stop this mock draft before we're at pick 18. So let's do it.
Parsons to the Falcons.
Fields to Denver. Interesting.
That feels right.
Yeah.
Mac Jones to the Niners.
And stop. Damn it. And I got ETN. All right, so we're at pick 19. Is there anyone you see here that you're like, oh, this could be a player we could trade up for?
Well, Farley and Newsom are both there. Mm-hmm. The edges intrigue me because, granted, they drafted AJ Epinesa last year. He's likely going to start or see an increased amount of snaps this year with Trent Murphy gone. They still have Jerry Hughes and Mario Addison, but the problem is those guys are both north of 30. So they may look to add an edge player to kind of go along with Epinesa going forward.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's – go ahead, sorry.
Here's the thing. We got another – I assume we have another pick in the second round. I'm not super familiar with all the Buffalo Bills picks, but they do have a second round pick with the 61st pick. So you want to go ahead and just head down to 30 and see if top corners are available?
Actually, yes. Let's do that. As much as I think like trading up for Kwity Paye would be fun.
Yeah.
I kind of like that fit. Which shout out to Kwity Paye running a 4.54 at his pro day today. Absolutely wild.
Wait, he did what?
He ran a 4.54 at his pro day. You didn't hear about that?
I didn't hear about that. Cheers to him. This is water, by the way. This is not any sort of whiskey, alcohol, nothing. I'm underage.
I would also
that would not be good. That would not be good at all.
No, it would not. I would also say this is also water. I am of age, but I don't want to start drinking in the middle of the day. I don't want to give the wrong message here. So anyway.
Well,
we digress.
All right, let's go ahead and get to Buffalo's pick at 30. So, please be there. Please be there. Please be there. Oh, we got a call. Denver, or not Denver, Dallas, offering pick 44 and 99 for pick 30. No.
Oh, Jared, pause 1 second. We just got some breaking news from one Adam Schefter.
Oh.
According to ESPN, the Dolphins have traded the number 3 overall pick to the San Francisco 49ers.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! 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 No!
Totally unrelated to the mock draft. Just thought I'd make sure everyone's aware for who's watching the stream. Oh boy!
It's that's a big one. All right, so here are the deal. Here's the deal. So if no one has seen it, Adam Schefter is reporting the Dolphins have traded the number 3 pick to the San Francisco 49ers for pick number 12, 2021 third, and first round picks next year and the year after. That is, this means San Francisco is like, we're going to go after either Zach Wilson or Justin Fields, whoever's there. And basically, that means the Panthers are in panic mode because that's where they should have traded it up to. That was where everyone was like, oh, Carolina's probably going to trade up with Miami. That's probably the most favorable spot. Now, you're in a tough spot if you're Carolina. So let's talk about this for a second. You're the Carolina Panthers or the Denver Broncos. If you're the Carolina Panthers, do you call the Atlanta Falcons? Do you call your division rival and be like, hey, we trade up with you guys? Because Atlanta, they could be in a mix for a quarterback. But again, they may want to trade back and build on picks. So then they can potentially trade up for a quarterback next year, depending on how the draft class is next year, of course. But
that's a whole other story.
Yeah.
Wow. I don't know. I don't know if I'd trade with a division rival. Speaking of trades, the offer we have here from Dallas, a second and a 3.
I got to react to this real quick on Twitter. So, my goodness, talk about a banger coming in during our live.
Right. I mean, we couldn't just not talk about that. I mean, I know this was like supposed to be Bills centric, but like that's just too big.
But like the reason I had the initial reaction I had is because I'm like, the Panthers need to trade up now with Cincinnati or New York or
that's not even a guarantee with Cincinnati because, like you said, Atlanta could get a quarterback.
Oh, well, Cincinnati, yeah, you got a point about Cincinnati because they're not a team that's really they're going to sit tight more likely. So,
yeah.
Oh, Lord. I feel like the Panthers really – yikes. It's a lot to process as a Panthers fan.
Yeah.
And just an NFL draft analyst in general because this – and like Schefter said in the initial tweet, this is a blockbuster deal. This is a deal that could have ramifications for years to come. So I guess I'm deleting the mock draft I made for Monday. So
I was about to ask, like, didn't you have a mock draft like in the works?
I had completed the mock draft. I just haven't written it up at all.
Oh man.
Yeah. So fuck. Damn. All right. I'll react to this here in a little bit, but
anyway.
All right. Do you want to decline the trade for Dallas, or are you intrigued by that?
Yes, because I still think I correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Caleb Farley might still be on the clock.
Yeah. I'm probably assuming decline this trade as well.
Yeah, there's no way I'd take that.
All right. Farley's on the board.
Do it. Send it.
Send it in.
Send
it in.
Easy pick.
All right. I'll tweet out real quick. Man, Miami's set up for the future. I'll tell you that right now. Wow. Yeah, I'll tweet out here in a minute. I'm still trying to process this whole trade, man. That's just like.
Gee. I know, because it's like. if I was gonna predict one team to be that aggressive this offseason, it would have been Carolina.
Yes.
And I just I figured Niners going to stand pat, take a swing at one of the corners,
right?
Maybe an offensive lineman, but no.
I can only imagine what Panthers Twitter is going through right now. Hold on. Pause the stream real quick. I got to react to this on Twitter. So this is just.
Well, while we're here, let's examine the Bills' options for.
Yeah, let's do it.
Because Javonte Williams is still here. I know they.
Oh my gosh! Wow.
They took Devin Singletary relatively high a few years ago.
What's the edge group look like? Let's see. Bassam.
Peyton Turner. I don't know, but they kind of seem to like the bigger ends. Like, they took Epinesa last year. Mm-hmm. Trent Murphy was a fairly large person.
But I think here you're going best player available. And, I mean, of course, running back isn't necessarily would be a best player available, but at the same time, on the Draft Network's predictive board, he's the top player available. So do you go with the Javonte Williams, have a nice little backfield?
Potentially. Also, James Hudson's here. And
that is true.
Currently, they are playing Darrell Williams at right tackle. Williams, from his time in Carolina, he's a relatively solid player.
Mm-hmm.
But I think taking Hudson, his upside, since he still is relatively raw, I think he could sit, potentially for a year, maybe be a guy you coach up for the future and have a future stalwart at right tackle. So that's intriguing to me also.
I'm just imagining Javonte Williams in that Bills offense. It's Hudson or Williams. They could go Amari Rogers too and get a nice little slot receiver that you can use as a gadget player as well.
Weren't they also looking for defensive tackle as well? I heard that was rumored.
I think so. I haven't watched Milton Williams at all, so I have no idea what type of player he is.
I've watched him. I thought he was okay, but he's more in the line of that Ed Oliver type, in the sense he's just more of a pass rusher than he is a pure run stuffer. Does that make sense? So that'd be kind of redundant for them. I mean, Tommy Togiai is still here. He'd be kind of more aligned with what they would.
Yeah, you could probably say that. And look, I've seen glimpses of him, but man, there's plenty of options here on the board. Plenty of options.
Damn, it's gonna be harder than I thought.
Mm-hmm.
Question: how sold are you on Javonte Williams being in that backfield? I mean, the value is fantastic.
I'd love him in that backfield, but they'll have a similar backfield to what I think Cleveland has, because you have Devin Singletary as well in that backfield that can do some good stuff on third down. And you can let Javonte Williams be that Nick Chubb in the backfield, while you let Singletary be that Kareem Hunt in a sense. So I'm for Javonte Williams here. Best player available here on this board. Mm-hmm. I'm not opposed to Hudson. I'm not opposed to Rogers, Tagia, to Feely.
He's really solid too.
Dwayne Eskridge is there. Damie Brown. Let's go ahead and go Williams.
All right, yeah. I've kind of
best player available. I think the fall stops here.
Yeah,
Buffalo. So
that's fun. That's just fun, isn't it?
Right. And the funny thing is, I'll go ahead and just reveal what I had for Buffalo's pick in the first round for the mock draft I had made before this trade went down. We got an offer from Washington.
A 3 for next year?
7-3 for next year. Oof. I don't know. I think we stay put, honestly.
It's worked so far.
Yeah. I did have Javonte Williams go into Buffalo at 28. So nice. or at 30. Excuse me. Yeah. I really like Javonte Williams, my RB2. All right. 93rd pick. Quincy Roche is on the board. Tyler Wallace. Double dip at corner if they wanted to with Griffin, Taylor, St. Juice. They could go with tight end.
Yeah, I kind of like Hunter Long quite a bit. Jordan Smith is here. Nice developmental player.
Mm-hmm.
We have here at tackle. I'm still kind of on that tackle fix.
See who's at tackle. Deontay Smith.
Ooh.
But where do they pick? How far do they pick? When do they pick next? Oh, I don't think they have it.
Oh.
So they don't pick again until 161. Huh.
Steve's best available here. I'm going to.
You want to do Tylan Wallace?
I don't know. I feel like they can't really like.
Or do you want to go get Deontay Smith, let him develop? Because more than likely Smith is gone.
Yeah. Yeah, and there's not really a tackle after that I would really consider that I would hedging my bets on to be a future starter afterwards. It's mainly just depth guys and swing tackles. I don't know. I'm still thinking edge here because, like I said, like Addison and Hughes are both. I think Addison's 35, 36-ish, and then Hughes is maybe a year or two younger. So maybe they want to start looking at getting younger at the position. I mean,
I'm with you there.
Yeah.
So you want to go Roche or developmental edge with Jordan Smith?
Who else is here at edge too? Because isn't Patrick Jones and D. McKagy here?
Robinson's there. Yeah.
Oh, we do have some guys here.
I'm personally a fan of Robinson.
Yeah, Robinson's got some great upside.
And I think he's the more popular name.
Yeah. Because even if you draft someone like Quincy Roche or D. McKagy, or they're not going to be. I don't really intend them to be sack masters in the NFL. At least I don't think they have the potential to be much like Janarius Robinson does. You know what? Yeah, let's make Devin happy. Janarius Robinson.
Let's do it. Hope you're happy. All right, let me tweet here since we got time and.
Damn, I still can't believe they made that.
Hey,
holy hell!
You have the opportunity to do it. You do it. I applaud San Francisco for doing it for sure.
Kind of makes me wonder what they're going to do with Jimmy G, where he's going to go. Because
trade 2021 4th and a 7th.
That's not an ugly trade on face
5th
value.
And a 6th. Would you do it?
Would you?
Let's see. 61, 141.
Okay, so
213. I'm not opposed to it.
Yeah, because really,
and they'd also be getting 252, which is all the way here in the back end.
Yeah.
I think we just stay the course and.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens.
Well, Mike and I had some pretty good luck last night with this, so I'm confident that our luck's been pretty good so far. I mean, we got Caleb Farley and Javonte Williams in our first two rounds.
I mean,
that was perfect.
Look at the current picks: Farley, Williams, Robinson. I'm a big fan of that. Let's see who else is on the board. And okay, wide receivers still a need, and as Newsome, Anthony Schwartz are available.
Yeah, you mentioned getting gadget guys earlier. Some guys who can take the top, create some separation with speed.
And Newsome would add good value on special teams.
That he would.
It's currently a third-round grade for me on my board. Daz Newsome is. I think this would be a good value pick here. Would you say?
I agree with that. Yeah.
Let's go Newsome. Let's get them. Nice little gadget guy, punt returner, Daz Newsome. I like that a lot.
Do you think he could, has the potential to maybe kind of develop into like a slot guy for them?
Oh, I think so.
No, go ahead. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, because I know they just signed Emmanuel Sanders and they have Cole Beasley, but they're not going to be around forever.
Mm-hmm.
So they really do kind of need to start, thinking for the future and who they can throw in there.
All right. 174. Top players available. It's mostly receivers, safeties, and safety's not really that big of a need for. They could still use an interior defensive lineman, a tight end.
So here's your for defensive tackles.
Those are the tight ends. I don't know if Buffalo would be reaching for those. Those are your defensive tackles. Not really great options.
What picks do we have left? Is it just this one?
174, current 174, then I think 236. That's it. So.
I just want to say, let's wait to 236 to take a tackle because I think you can I think Tonga will be good value there. I mean,
he's still there, of course.
Besides, he's just a guy you're going to play on first and second down anyway. You wouldn't intend on him being a 3-down type of guy.
Mm-hmm. So who would you go here at 174?
Well, you mentioned safety not being a big need, but I'm currently checking the contracts for Jordan Poyer and Micah Hyde. Yeah, no, there's no way. They're still going to be on the team for a little bit. So
they could use some depth.
That's always true. I mean, Tyree Gillespie's here. Mike and I took him last night for the Chiefs.
I like it here, Gillespie.
Yeah,
good depth player. Someone. If you're in a 3 safety look, you can rotate him in, give him some reps. I'm not opposed to that at all.
Right.
You want to do it?
Oh, scroll a little bit further.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go Gillespie.
All right. They do it. And they also need a tight end, so or at least a depth tight end.
I guess Dawson Knox hasn't been bad. I don't know. I don't watch enough Bills games to really definitively say that one way or the other, but what I can wager, he hasn't been too bad. They just need, like you said, depth.
All right. All right. 6th round pick, and let's see. And then 236. Pick again? No. All right.
Cool.
6th round pick. Interior defensive line. Mustafa Johnson. Then the rest.
I was kind of hoping we get Tonga.
Mm-hmm.
I talked him up last night on the stream, but I mean, honestly, at this point, you might as well just hold out to the end of the draft and just sign someone like Jordan. I mean, theoretically speaking, you hold out to the end of the draft and get someone like Jordan Scott. I feel like let's look at tight end.
Noah Gray. Kerry
Angeline.
Sean Bayer. Matt Bushman. Luke Farrell. Quentin Morris. Morris impressed.
Yeah, I like him.
I think he'll go higher than this.
What are your thoughts on Noah Gray?
I liked him during the Senior Bowl. I mean, he made that impressive catch during team drills that I can remember. But overall, I was really impressed with Gray. I wouldn't mind Gray at all here.
Yeah, I feel the same. I kind of like Gray's tape.
Mm-hmm. Let's do it. Noah Gray, tight end, Duke.
It's actually turned out to be a pretty good draft so far.
Yeah, I like it. Farley, Williams, Robinson, Newsom, Gillespie, Gray. Not too bad. All right, so do you want to do like whatever here?
Yeah. Take a more cursory glance at the roster.
Offensive tackle. Add more depth at offensive tackle. Landon Young is there. Cole Van Lanen.
Royce Newman. Royce Newman's here. I like that. I think he's a bit more of a guard than anything. But I was actually really did like his tape. I think he can actually go a bit higher than this.
Interesting. I have not watched Royce Newman. I mean, I haven't really watched anyone from like deep in day 3 yet. Hopefully, I'm there 2nd week of April, at least. So I'm not going to get to like all of these guys. I'm not going to have 400 prospects watch like TDN does, but I mean, probably 200 is going to be where I am. So Royce Newman for you?
Yeah. Right here, it just feels right. I mean, I have him like 120th overall on my board because I thought he's really solid, like player you could take early mid day 3.
Okay.
So.
All right, let's do it. And that is your Buffalo Bills mock draft. We'll look over. Let's see. User picks. All right. There's your Buffalo Bills 7th-round mock draft. Caleb Farley falling to Buffalo at 30. One of the steals of the draft. Javonte Williams, one of the steals of the draft at 61. Janarius Robinson, a draft Twitter favorite, 93 overall to Buffalo. Daz Newsome, one of my personal favorites, honestly. To Buffalo at 161. Tyree Gillespie. I know he's a favorite of Ryan Roberts. Shout out to Ryan Roberts. Depth tight end with Noah Gray, and then more depth with Royce Newman. So there you go.
We're just keep getting richer.
Absolutely.
I know as a Ravens fan, I
didn't realize Mike joined. Hello, Mike.
Oh, hello, Mike.
All right. So I'm still trying to process the trade, man. I'm like, oh. And like you were pointing out to earlier, Carolina, you would think Carolina would be the more aggressive team, but I don't think really anyone expected San Francisco to just come out of the blue like this, because they really they've been rumored to be in the Deshaun Watson sweepstakes, but now since he's got all these allegations going on against him,
yeah,
really don't know what's going on. So I think San Francisco's like, screw it, let's trade up, go get our quarterback, or they could be trading up for someone else.
Yeah,
not a quarterback, which would be very interesting, and people will be like, John Lynch giving up your first-round pick next 2 years for something that's not a quarterback. People will be like, yikes.
I have a question. I wonder how psychotic Kyle Shanahan is to be like pounding the table for someone like Devontae Smith. When they just literally drafted Brandon Ayuk because they left the previous year. I know that's like completely beyond the pale, and like there's like probably
right
hell of that actually happening, but like I don't know. It'd be stupid, but it kind of be fun. It kind of be fun.
It would, but I don't think it. I think Jalen Waddle would be like, they're like, just thinking about it, Jalen Waddle would be the better pick here, of course, in my opinion. I think just what he brings to the table and what he would bring to the table for San Francisco would be incredible. But this is definitely not a move to trade up for a wide receiver. This is a trade up to get a quarterback. And it's probably either going to be Zach Wilson, Justin Fields, or Trey Lance. This means Carolina Panthers, they're screwed.
Yeah, which I don't want to fill your head with the idea of them taking Mac Jones, because that would even scare me.
Oof. I am not going to allow myself to think they're going to take Mac Jones at 8. I mean, you hope and pray Atlanta's like, we're going to wait until next year to get a quarterback. You hope and pray they do.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's not going to surprise me if they don't take a quarterback, because I think they seem like a team that would be wanting to trade down, because in a couple years, because next year they're probably going to move on from Matt and Julio.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where I am with Atlanta. If you're Carolina, would you do it? Maybe.
I mean,
but it's a division rival. And people will be like, why would they trade up with a division rival? It's rare that's happened, but it could happen.
Jared, we have another trade. Apparently, I missed this in the.
We have another trade. Oh dear Lord!
It says from the Philadelphia Eagles. It says the Eagles have traded picks number 6 and number 156 overall to the Miami Dolphins in exchange for number 12 overall, and number 123, and a 2022 pick.
Wait a minute! What the hell? Whoa,
I know, right? I can't believe we missed that.
What is going? Have traded. So the Dolphins have now traded back up into the top 10.
Yeah.
Okay, now I feel so much better. Woo! Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, we got it in the stream. Okay, I got to react to all this.
This is too much.
Process this. This is just some crazy shit that's going on. Crazy, crazy stuff. Oh, man, I'm glad I got most of my homework knocked out of the way.
Right.
And the whole Blue Chip Scouting group chat's going nuts. Wow. And apparently there's a no trade clause in Jimmy Garoppolo's deal, which, wow.
All right, then.
That
makes things interesting.
Let's see.
Of course, Lance Zierlein saying, don't rule out Mac Jones at number 3. Stop.
That bet I sort of halfway made to Ben a while back about me having to down an entire bottle of Jameson if Jones goes before Lance. I don't want that to come true because I really don't want to have to do that. Not that I'm going to do it anyway.
Well, now you got the trade. Now you got Philly trading down with Miami. Miami's now back in the top 10 with the 6th overall pick.
Mm-hmm.
And Schefter just confirmed it again. Like now Carolina's like, okay, we're still set. And Miami's doing all this, and they still keep pick 18, which is impressive. That's crazy. What Chris Greer's doing right now is just some magic right now.
He's playing 40 chess. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, for sure. All right, guys. We got in the stream. I got to react to all this. I got to process this mentally, personally, so then I can respond and give my answer to Panthers Twitter. Thank you so much for watching the stream. We'll see you guys later on tonight with Mike and Andrew. See you guys. Peace.